Chris, what is our fifth main topic today?
This one comes from Thomas J. Hey, John, as I write this, I'm waiting for my pizza to get here, and me and a couple of friends are getting ready to watch the finale of Obi-Wan. I wanted to get this into you before I see it. What do you think of the finale, and how well do you think the show did overall? Will this show we all look back on and love like Mandalorian, or not so much like Boba Fett? Was the long wait worth it? What are your thoughts?
All right, thanks a lot for sending that in, Thomas. And there is going to be an open spoiler discussion, pardon me, a little bit later today with Robert Meyer Burnett and Chris Carr talking about Obi-Wan. But I would give my quick thoughts here. So it's now done. Obi-Wan is now in our rearview mirror. Overall, it was fine. I think overall it was fine. I think it had some definite horrible lowlights, but some definite big highlights as well. And then some just kind of meandered in the middle there a little bit. I think at the end of the day, when I look back on the Obi-Wan series, I will think that was fine. It was fine. I don't have this vitriol hatred for it like I think some people do. I certainly don't have an overwhelming love for it that some people do, but it was okay. It was fine. I put it somewhere around, maybe just a little bit above Boba Fett, which I also did not hate, but also not great. As far as the finale goes, I'm going to say this. There is a fight in the finale. Look, it was in the posters. I mean, yeah. Obi-Wan and Vader fight again. That's not giving anything away.
What? Whoa.
The fight, and I do not use this word often, and I do not use the word lightly. The fight between Vader and Obi-Wan is legendary. Mm-hmm. It is absolutely legendary. It is instantly a top 3 best lightsaber fight in all of Star Wars to me. And when I think about it more, it might even be top 2. I mean, the greatest lightsaber fight in Star Wars history is still the Emperor's Throne Room, Luke and Vader. There's drama behind it. There's narrative being played out. There's tension. There's all that kind of stuff. This might be the second greatest lightsaber battle in Star Wars history. I was enthralled with it every badass moment of it. And it wasn't just Vader being badass. It was Obi-Wan going, oh yeah, that's right. I'm General Kenobi, bitch. And just unleashing Obi-Wan. And it's the Obi-Wan I think a lot of us wanted to see for a long time. That said, there's a reason you don't say, you know, it'd be really cool seeing Optimus Prime fight a dinosaur. Yeah, let's build a movie around that.
Yeah, Beast Wars.
Yes. There's a reason for that. There's a reason you start, as Robert Meyer Burnett would always say, start with story. Because watching that fight, as thrilling as it was, and one of the greatest things I've seen on a TV screen in a long time, I realized, yeah, but they never really built a great story around it. I feel like they started with, you know, it'd be cool if we did a show where Obi-Wan and Vader fight again. That would be cool. And that's where they started instead of starting with story. And one of the big distractions and drawbacks was, while this incredible, one of the greatest things Star Wars has ever put on a screen was happening, they kept cutting away to one of the most pointless, dumb, I don't give a shit about what's going on over there, things going on somewhere else. And then they come back to the fight, and then they cut away again to something that nobody cared about. Nobody cared about. And so at the end of the day, I was having a discussion with somebody on Twitter. It's like, yeah, but John, wasn't that fight amazing? I'm like, yes, that fight was amazing, but that 8-minute fight does not justify a mediocre 4-hour series that clearly didn't have a lot of thought put into it, clearly didn't have a lot of preparation put into it. But at the end of the day, again, I did not hate the overall series. And my God, if you're going to end this series on some way, that fight was the way to do it. It was thrilling and awesome, although kind of a little bit of a, wow, where have we seen this before? These guys fighting, it ends that way. Yeah, we've kind of seen that already in Star Wars, but still, it was absolutely thrilling. I love that moment of it. Again, I just struggle today to think about what was the point of that series. Like, what was the addition to the lore of Star Wars that Obi-Wan makes? And I'm not really sure I have an answer to that right now. So again, did I hate it? No. If there was an episode 7 next week, would I watch it? Yes. Did it have some incredible highlights? Absolutely it did. Is that fight one of the greatest things I've ever seen? Yep. But there was 3.5 hours of other stuff that so yeah, at the end of the day, my overall thing is Obi-Wan was fine. It was fine. Anyway, Chris, you've watched the series now overall. Yep. What's your overall impression of the series, and any specific thoughts about the finale?
I liked the finale a lot more than I thought I would. And I would definitely place episode 1 as my favorite, this in the number 2 slot, and then, stagger them all out from there.
Episode 1 was great.
Episode 1 was amazing.
It was great.
High hopes, and then, whee! Settle down. There are some really, really great things here. And yeah, this is my problem with things that are prequels, right? Or just inserted stories. When we know how things are going to turn out for other people, when you try to create drama or danger or anything like that, and I already know the outcome because there's several other movies in this series, you got to give me something juicy for why I'm watching this moment. Why am I cutting back to this story here? Because otherwise it feels pointless. And like you're talking about here, it's basically ruining the rhythm of seeing what's going on with Obi-Wan and Vader, right? Which was such a great fight and has very, very Anakin Ahsoka vibes, right? Down to some very, very specific things in there.
And some very specific visuals, too. Yes.
While I was watching, I was like, okay. I mean, this is very exciting to see in live action, but okay, I see what you're doing. But I do think there are some really, really nice moments here. I think a couple of the canon issues that I had were tied up very nicely here, where I went, okay, all right, the writers did know what they were doing. I was a little harsh to judge here, maybe. But I overall had an enjoyable time watching this. I'm excited to see what Rob has to say about it.
Yeah, and you guys, once again, a little bit later this afternoon, Rob and Chris will be doing the open spoiler discussion about Obi-Wan. Anyway, Chris,
we want to take a second and thank the sponsor of this video, Helix Sleep. Guys, let me tell you, just a couple of days ago, Ann and I received our Helix mattress, and it is the best mattress we have ever slept on in our entire lives. We had like this $3,000 specialized mattress that we got like 5-6 years ago, and we liked it very much, but this one completely outdoes it. It's night and day. And you can get matched with your perfect mattress too. See, Helix Sleep has a quiz that takes just like a minute to complete, and it matches your body type and sleep preferences to the perfect mattress for you. Why would you buy a mattress made for somebody else? With Helix, you're getting a mattress that you know will be perfect for the way that you sleep. I hopped online, took the Helix quiz, and Anna and I were matched with the perfect mattress for us. And it is so easy to set up. Simply take it out of the box, get it positioned on your mattress, take off the plastic, and then give it an hour or two to breathe to reach its full size, and you will not believe how comfortable this thing is. All you got to do is go to helixsleep.com/Campea. Take their 60-second sleep quiz, and they'll match you to a customized mattress that will give you the best sleep of your life. And it's risk-free. They have a 10-year warranty, and you get to try it out for 100 nights. They'll even pick it up for you if you don't love it, but you will. Helix even has financing options and flexible payment plans, so a great night's sleep is never far away. And here's the best part. Helix is offering up to $200 off of all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners at helixsleep.com/Campea.
Anyway, Chris, or Aaron, I should say, you've now finished the series.
Mm-hmm.
Now that the series is done, what's your general overall impression of the series itself? And then what were your general thoughts on the finale itself?
Oh, I was so happy that this show was ending because I was like, I mean, I'm saying this, if it were not my job, there's no way I would have continued watching this. I was so disappointed. I didn't understand like you said, what the purpose was. And given, who was it that warned Moses Ingram about that she was probably going to face some backlash?
They just said Lucasfilm warned.
Lucasfilm,
yeah.
That's the thing. If you cast an actor who by just who they are as a person, that they are already going to face criticism, why on earth would you not comb through that character meticulously and give them the best dialogue, give them the most structured character, give them such an incredible storyline that there's no room for anyone to say anything negative at all about that character. Instead, you have this award-winning, brilliant young actress who was given mediocre at best dialogue, really seemingly no direction, a backstory that we don't even find out until so late that we don't really care, and then trying to piece together what her motivation for all the things she did just becomes so convoluted. It actually made me angry because I'm like, you knew going in that she was already the actress herself was going to be up against it. Why would you not arm her with the very best character you could? No actor could have made anything out of that because the dialogue was just, like I said, barely mediocre. Her backstory was convoluted to piece together. I just didn't, I'm repeating myself at this point because it just makes me so angry. And it actually made me upset because I'm like, I shouldn't have to suffer through 4 episodes to be able to enjoy the finale. I very much enjoy the finale. In fact, as someone, unlike my husband, who would literally walk around in cosplay every day if it didn't make me want to toss him off the roof. I mean, he is Mr. Poor Tom. We say that every day in our house. Poor Tom. For our wedding anniversary, I got him a friggin' lightsaber, the kind that even goes meow, and all he does is scare the cats with it now. But he's a true fan.
Yes, Tom.
I know. I'm not that fan, but I will say, in this last episode, I got it. I finally was like, this is why people are so geeked out over Star Wars. And it was because of that fight scene and the emotion. And there was a moment in the fight scene, no spoilers, but when Ewan McGregor's character looks at Darth Vader and is so overwhelmed with emotion and sees all of the stuff.
Ewan McGregor throughout the series has been fantastic.
Brilliant.
He's been absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. And so I felt it. I finally was like, I can finally relate to my husband for the first time in our entire relationship. But no, seriously. But that's the thing is why do I have to watch through all that? Why do I have to get to a point where I'm done with you before you make me love you? Make me love you the whole time.
That's the story of almost every relationship in my life. So I mean,
exactly.
Do you
but
feel like it would have been better if it was a movie versus this series?
oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it would have. And I feel like justice for Moses, not even justice for Reva. Give Moses a whole new character. I'm done with Reva.
But I'm going to point this out, and I'm going to give you a warning right here. I'm going to go into a spoiler, okay? Big flag. Going to do a spoiler here. You know what, Jonathan? Can you put me into a pip here? Just bring up any Reva picture or whatever.
Oh,
okay.
gotcha.
This is fine too. So as long as this image is up, guys, I'm going to be talking in a spoiler here. Okay. So once this image is down, you're free to come back. But I'm going to talk about one quick thing that really bothered me. Okay.
Should I leave?
That's yeah. Sorry, that's right,
No.
Jonathan.
I can just come home near you, Jonathan.
It's all in the job description. It's fine.
Here's the thing that really bothered me in this episode. And there are some people who just don't misunderstand an element of Star Wars. I'm not saying they misunderstand Star Wars, but they misunderstand a certain element of Star Wars here. What really drove me crazy, especially in the scene when Reva is getting ready to torture child Leia to get the information she wants, right? Everything in Obi-Wan so far has been vile, self-centered evil, vile, self-centered evil, vile, self-centered evil. And then at the end, she's getting ready to kill this other child. And then, well, this child reminds me of me, so I'm not going to kill the kid. All of a sudden, she's a good guy now. Mm-hmm. All is forgiven. Now, I mentioned this on Twitter, and some people say, well, John, don't you understand that in Star Wars, Darth Vader was also very bad, and he was redeemed at the end. No, he wasn't redeemed. He died. Vader died. And had he not died, he would have been locked up by the New Republic, maybe executed, certainly thrown into the deepest, darkest prison in whatever, because of all the evil he had done. And the thing is, throughout Star Wars, starting in Empire Strikes Back, they started to show us in Empire that Vader had another side, that he impassionately trying to reach Luke. And even in that part after Luke had his hand cut off and he's in the Falcon Elf flying away, and Luke is like, Father, and Vader's like, Son, and whatever. So we start to see that. Luke senses it too and talks about there is still good in Anakin Skywalker. And that whole becomes a theme throughout all of Return of the Jedi, of Lucas trying to tap into that good side that is still in Anakin. So whereas he doesn't become fully redeemed, but at the end of it, he makes the choice for his son over what his darker path was. And has that one moment, and he died. He's dead. This is not comparable to the Reva situation. The Reva situation is evil, 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 evil. That kid reminds me of me. I'm good now. And then she doesn't die. She's just like, okay, now I'm going to go off and be a champion of justice in the universe. And it's like that all of a sudden out of nowhere, unlike, say, Daenerys in Game of Thrones, which I told people for 4 years, oh, they're clearly showing us she's a jerk and she's turning bad. 4 years we saw that coming. This was like evil, evil, torture children, kill these people, kill those people, whatever. And then, that kid reminds me of me. I'm a good guy now. To me, that was, and I hate it when people say lazy. I hate it. But here it applies. It felt lazy. And it just kind of short-circuited for me what could have been, because of that damn fight scene, a really, truly special finale. But again, that's just me. Okay, we can take down the spoiler thing there now. Now we're back, everybody. Anyway, question is for you. What did you guys think about A, Obi-Wan overall, now that it's in our rearview mirror, and B, what did you think about the finale? Whatever you guys think, jump down into the comments section below and leave those thoughts there.